If you've been playing guitar as long as I have, I'm sure you've already found your favorite pieces of equipment for guitar, whether it's making your life so much easier as a guitarist or something that just sounds amazing with your playing and your style of music. Well, that's what I'm going to be going over today, is my top 5 favorite pieces of gear for guitar. You know that sound that you get when you pluck the strings just above the nut on your headstock? Yeah, that noise. Well, that brings us into the first item on my list, being the Gruv Gear Fretwraps. These things have made recording guitar extremely stress-free for me, because when I'm playing very staccato breakdowns and I am chugging really hard and then muting the strings in between chugs, there are vibrations that still travel through the guitar and will basically ring out anywhere strings are suspended on your guitar, whether it's on the headstock, whether it's on the bridge, let's say a two-pneumatic bridge. In between the two pieces, there's that suspension of strings. And then also, I know Floyd Roses are extremely notorious for carrying noise as well, but for that, I just recommend using regular masking tape or painter's tape. But these guys are awesome and very inexpensive. I just wrap it around the headstock just above the nut and it'll dampen those strings just to kind of keep down on some of the noise and get the cleanest guitar recording that I can get. I also love using these guys for like tapping riffs. I will wrap it around the neck on the guitar just on, like, let's say the first fret, and when I'm tapping, I don't have to worry about any other strings ringing out other than the ones that I am playing on. So the Gruv Gear Fretwraps are amazing. I love these things. Coming in at number 2 is a piece of equipment that I have done several videos on before. And there is a reason that I am mentioning this piece of equipment in this video, and that is the JOYO Bantamp series amplifiers. So the Bantamp series amplifier is a great practice amplifier, and that's kind of why I am mentioning it here. My band was out on the road playing Incarceration Fest this year, and I brought this with us, and I had it up in the hotel room. I had no need for a speaker cab or anything like that. I was able to hook my phone into this via Bluetooth, and I know in one of my older videos that I did on the review of this amplifier, I said I would probably never use the Bluetooth section of this amplifier. Well, I was completely wrong. So I hooked my phone into it via Bluetooth. I hooked some headphones into the headphone jack on the back and plugged my guitar into it. And I was able to play along with any recording of our songs that I had without bothering anyone in the room, without bothering the neighbors. It was all up in my headphones, and I was just blown away. I never even thought about using this amplifier for that, but it was the perfect practicing amplifier. And you don't even need the Zombie 2 like what I have here. You can use any of the other Bantamp series amplifiers. It's just whatever one that you really like. I really like the sound of the Zombie 2. I think it's a great sound. So the JOYO Bantamp series amplifiers is the perfect practice amplifier. I definitely recommend getting yourself one of these if you're on the road or just want a really good, cheap, and easy practice amplifier that still sounds really good. And plus, it's really light. You'll notice I've been holding it here this whole time, and you can use it for a workout session as well. You know these things, peg winders? Yeah, they're always squeaking, you're always turning them, and that is what brings us to number 3, the Ernie Ball Power Peg. It is exactly what it looks like. It is a drill with a peg winder on the front of it. But the reason that I am mentioning it in this video is because it has saved me so much time when I am restringing my guitars. I didn't even realize how much time I was doing using these guys and turning this versus getting it done quickly and just doing this. So I think the Ernie Ball Power Peg is awesome. It's a really cool tool, especially when you are restringing your guitars. You can go forwards, you can go backwards. It's very simple and effective. Plus, I mean, it's a freaking power tool that you can use on your guitars. I mean, who doesn't like that? It is a really cool time to be alive as a musician, especially with all the different equipment that's out there, and it's all next level. Let's say you're in an apartment and you don't want to bug your neighbor by recording your full-size tube amplifier really loud, right? Well, that is where the next item on this list comes in. the Torpedo Captor X. This thing is amazing. It is an active reload box, an attenuator, an IR loader, and also a virtual cabinet all in one small, shiny white package. This is probably my favorite out of everything on this list, actually. I use it all the time. So all the demos that you hear on this channel, if it's not a cab simulator back in the DAW, it's going to be a separate amplifier that is put through the Captor X through a certain IR. It sounds amazing. You can do silent recording with this thing. And that's not the only thing that it can do. You have the Torpedo remote that you can literally change all kinds of different features in this thing on your phone, on your computer. In some cases on the Torpedo IRs, you can change where the microphone is on the cab, and you can also pull it away. You can change the microphone around to a different microphone if you'd like, add reverb. In some cases also change the power tubes so it has a slightly different power tube sound. And I think that is just massive. The amount of features in this thing is ridiculous, and it runs in at about $600, which is kind of a pretty penny for sure. But with as much as you get in this small little package, you will definitely be very thankful that you bought it, because it is well worth the $600. I use this thing all the time, and it can handle up to 100 watts of power, which is massive. So the Torpedo Captor X, I I cannot stress how much I recommend this product to anyone that is wanting to do at-home recordings with their guitar and they have a tube amplifier. Definitely look into getting one of these guys. Coming in at number 5, and if some of you have been following my channel for a while, you probably saw this coming, and it's a little bit of a twofer. It is a TS808 from Ibanez and a great noise gate pedal. This is the Zuul Plus, but any noise gate pedal will work just fine. There's a lot of great ones out there, like the ISP Decimator, there's the Rev G8, and I will say, out of the two of them, the noise gate is probably the most important to me, mostly because all the amplifiers nowadays have just disgusting amounts of gain and copious amounts of gain on them, where you don't necessarily need to push it as hard with an overdrive pedal, but with more gain obviously comes more noise. So that's where the noise gate comes in. It senses when you're playing, it shuts down the gate when you're not, and gets rid of any noise and just really cleans up your playing. So I definitely love the Zuul Plus. That's the one I use the most of, and a great noise gate pedal will be amazing, especially if you are playing as high gain of tones as I am. As far as the tube screamer goes, this is the TS808 Fortin modded tube screamer, where I actually used the OG TS808 for years and years and years, ever since I got my first 6505 Plus from Peavey. I love the TS808. It has been one of my favorites. It has worked amazing for me, and I mostly use it to kind of shape the EQ on my amplifier and also the gain staging on it to get the right type of distortion that works well for my playing. I just happened to come across the Fortin modded TS808 recently, and it is absolutely my favorite tube screamer. So I would definitely say I recommend a great tube screamer or an overdrive pedal and an amazing noise gate pedal. So these are my two favorite pedals for sure. I do have one final bonus piece of gear for you guys that I absolutely love. I see all you guys on TikTok on my guitar fail reaction videos. Get yourself some Straplocks, please. I absolutely love my Straplocks, and I have never had an issue with them whatsoever. Other than that, that is the end of the video. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Please let me know down in the comments, what are your favorite pieces of equipment or gear for your guitar that makes everything so much easier for you. I would love to chat with you guys about it, and I really do love seeing all the comments from you guys, all the awesome comments. You guys are amazing. So if you haven't yet, now is a perfect chance for you to subscribe to my channel, hit that bell notifier, and smash that like button so I know you are enjoying it, and I will be more than happy to continue making awesome videos for you. My name is Chris with High Impact Audio, and I will see you guys next time.